All right, good morning, everyone. Today begins the start of remote learning here at Ohio State. That will take place for the remainder of the semester for the next 5 weeks. I'm excited to get started. I'm also a little nervous, as I'm sure you guys are as well. What I'm going to do for this week, I'm going to create a video to basically facilitate information as relates to like our weekly check-ins. And then on Thursday, I think what I might do is send this announcement out in an email. And then on Thursday as well, I will send out a poll to you guys to see what is your preference. So do you guys prefer like video check-ins or written email check-ins? And then based upon that data, I will just choose the type and then be consistent from there. This video isn't going to take that long. Like I said, I just want to check in with what's going to be coming up this week in writing for StratCom. So let me go ahead and share my screen with you guys. I did create a brief PowerPoint to kind of help us guide this discussion. All right, so the first thing that I'd like to talk about is there is a recent change to the pass, no pass option that's available to you guys. Dr. Ritten, Gretchen Ritten, who is the Executive Dean and Provost for the college, or Arts and Science College, I should say, she sent us an email late last night to update us on those changes. And I'm actually gonna go ahead and pull up that email as well. So it was a situation where the pass no pass option was only available to electives and general education courses. Now, and just for this semester, the College of Arts and Sciences, as you can read here, is allowing students to choose to have one or more courses that count toward your major or minor. Do keep in mind that there are ramifications to this, and she explained this here as well. So she says, because there might be unintended effects or impacts of students electing the pass, no pass option, you guys should definitely consult with your academic advisor. So it's a situation where even though it doesn't negatively impact your GPA, it's not gonna raise it either. And that has implications for those who are on like financial aid, scholarships, and what have you. So if you are interested in opting in the pass, no pass, make sure you consult with your advisor, and you have to do so by April 17th. So that's that. I just want to make sure that I bring that to your attention. Lectures that are coming up this week, I'm going to be talking about feature writing and then how to write feature leads. Once more, I will deliver those lectures live. However, you do not have to attend those lectures live, because what I'm going to do is just upload that to Canvas. And just as a reminder how to access that, and actually I'm going to go ahead and exit out of my other classes and go to Writing for StratCom. Here's my morning section. So for my morning section of Writing for StratCom, all you have to go to is Modules. And then look under this week's module where it says Intro to Feature Writing, and then click where it says Live Lecture, Intro to Feature Writing Zoom Meeting. The same will take place on Thursday in terms of how to locate the live lecture for Thursday's lecture. For my afternoon section of Writing for StratCom, it's located in the same place, but I want to go ahead and show you guys more specifically where that's located. So again, look under week 12 module, and then click where it says Live Lecture, Intro to Feature Writing, Zoom Meeting. All right, so the morning section of the live lecture will take place Tuesday at 9:30 a.m. The afternoon section lecture will take place at 2:30 in the afternoon. It'll only last about 30 to 45 minutes or so. Honestly, that might be on the long end. I do plan to hold news discussions if there are students who are there, just to kind of talk about what's going on in the news, preferably stuff that is not being covered about COVID-19, because we're bombarded with that. And then after that, I'll go into lecture like how I usually do in our in-person class. Assignments that are coming up. So we have the reading quiz that's due Tuesday. I'm recording this video on Monday, March 23rd. So that'll be due tomorrow, Tuesday, March 24th. And then you have your AP style homework, the fourth one, that's due on Thursday, March 26th. And then also I received an email from a student, I think it was earlier today or maybe late last night. I really didn't realize how engaging in the weekly tweet assignment could have an effect on you guys' mental health. And what I mean by that is I know some of us have disconnected from social media in light of just the sheer amount of information that we're getting about COVID-19 that makes a lot of us anxious and stressed and quite frankly, even depressed. And so if that doesn't apply to you, you can still continue to do the weekly tweets. But I'm also thinking about another assignment that can replace the weekly tweets, at least the weekly tweets for the last few weeks of the semester. So that, you know, I'm not doing anything unintentionally that is to exacerbate your mental health. So stay tuned for that. I haven't quite figured out what that assignment is going to look like, but I will offer that as an alternative to replace the last few weekly tweets that you guys have to do. And again, it's just an alternative. If you want to continue to tweet out your thoughts about news for the last few weeks, that's fine as well. I also want to talk a little bit more about grace period for assignments. So I know you guys should know that I do not accept late work historically, at least, but we are in a very different situation. This is no longer in-person learning, and there's a lot of situations that's beyond our control. And so with that being said, for your written assignments, that includes your tight deadline assignments and your feature article, I will give you guys a grace period. So for example, your tight deadline assignment that's coming up, I believe, due next week. I would give you guys 2 hours after that deadline to submit it if you're experiencing any type of technological difficulty. So again, as you guys know, the assignment is due at 11:59 p.m. So technically you have with the grace period until 1:59 a.m. of the next day to turn it in. If you turn it in after that, there will be a grade deduction. So it'll be a 10% grade deduction, excuse me, if you turn it in 1 day late. There will be a 20% grade deduction if you turn it in 2 days late, and then I will not accept work that is 3 days late. Now, I put a little asterisk by that because if you are going through something, you gotta communicate with me. Please try to do so proactively. I will try my best to accommodate to your situation and be more flexible than I have usually been with students in the in-person learning environment. So yes, I just wanted to clarify that that's not in the syllabus. That's just something that I was thinking about yesterday, just to kind of make this process a little less stressful. That does not apply to the quizzes or the AP style homework. It only applies to the written assignments, nor does that apply to your final, because again, as instructors, we have a very quick turnaround to grade finals and then submit those officially on Buckeye Link. So that's why I can't give that extension specifically for, or that grace period specifically for your final writing portfolio. And then last thing I want to cover is make sure that you guys are completing the online discussion posts. Remember, I've kind of lowered the stakes of some of your larger assignments. In order to reallocate those points, I've created smaller stake assignments in the form of online discussion posts. So once more, just going back to my afternoon section of Writing for Stratcom. If you go to where it says discussions, please make sure that you complete both discussion posts. The first one is the check-in. So I just want to know what you guys are doing for self-care during this crazy time. And then also I want to know what professors can do a better job of to help you guys out in this time. And then I sent out an announcement on Friday that really outlines everything that we're going to be doing, all the changes that'll take place from today until the end of the semester. Changes to the course, that is. So please make sure you put your response to that video, and I have some guiding questions here. Same thing applies for my morning section of Writing for Stratcom. It's located in the same location. Go to discussions, and here are the 2 discussion posts as well. All right, and both of those are due actually this Wednesday at 11:59 p.m. I know that's out of the typical Tuesday, Thursday schedule that we're on, but just to kind of make it a little bit easier for me, I want to make sure that everything comes in on Wednesday at 11:59 p.m. All right, so I think that's it that I have for you guys. Please make sure that you have grace for yourself. This is going to be challenging this week. Many of you guys are taking 4 or 5 online classes. That is very, very difficult. Many of your professors are now teaching 4 or 5 classes online. That's going to be difficult for them. This week is not going to be perfect. Let's just try to get through it as best as possible. I'll see you guys later on for the Thursday check-in. Take care.